Oh, hello everyone, and welcome, all my machine heads. You guys scared the crap out of me. I'm walking around singing the Farming Simulator intro song, and you guys just popped in behind me. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic as usual. And I got a little bit extra of an intro that I added today because I'm going to tell you why I'm newly inspired and newly motivated. I'll tell you all about it in a second here. So, welcome to the Tower of Power Hour, where we're all too sweet to be sour. We're all funky like monkeys. And space is the place. Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to Pacific Northwest. We are on this beautiful 4X map. You can find this over at Simply Safe Mods, and my good friend, my mentor, Grizzly Bear Sims, will set you up and get you all ready to go. Anyway, so I'm running a little bit late today because I was over with my new family members. Not mine, our new family members, Mr. Matt, Miss Vanessa, his girlfriend, and Mr. Brennan and Marty. Oh, welcome to the family, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys have showed me so much love, so much time and energy spent. I caught 2 different streams today, the morning coffee one and an evening one. I'm old. Yes, Vanessa, I'm old. I have a 6 in front of my number. She asked me in the stream how old I was, and I said, well, you can add 10 plus 2 to Matt's age. But what wonderful people, for real. They have now re-motivated Fury. You know, when you get caught up and you're doing the grind of YouTube and you get, 2.5 years into this thing, it just becomes another day and it just becomes another video. And I'll tell you something, after watching their videos, their streams, oh, what a great group of people. Vanessa keeps them in line, and that's what they need because we're all dudes. And if it wasn't for my wife, Vanessa, I'd be all over the place. I always tell her all the time I'd probably be sitting in my living room with no clothes on in the dark because my wife does everything. But let's get started. So what I got to do, as you guys can see, I am now positive numbers because Fury got a little tired of being in negative numbers. So we used to own Field 7 here, and I sold it back. I said, I cried. I cried hard. I sold it back, but it was almost 900,000. It was actually 834 to be exact. You guys know how transparent I am, so I tell you everything. So I sold some solid fertilizer, and now we're at 41,000. Now, what I've got going on today is, as you can see, I took down the hedge, and I am moving let me get into a tractor. I'll show you where I am. Then I got 2 contracts going. So I've got to get them going so we don't lose too much of a day. Oops. I forgot I unhooked that. Let's get over here. I'll show you what we did. I took with that 894, and then I was at about 80,000 after selling some more fertilizer. I'm telling you guys right now, fertilizer is the way. It is absolutely. If you have cows, you can make the manure, and you can put it right in there, and it will make it. And then I've got some great news. I'll fill you in, but I wanted to show you this. We are moving our production area down here. And by the way, you can tell. Let me go in cab real quick. You can tell when I'm using my controller. See how fast that is? This is my steering wheel. Okay? That's my controller. It's all twitchy. I've told you guys that before. But here's our first sell point. We bought this section, and just like Matt's map, and I'm going to go over that in about 5 milliseconds here. On this map too, once you purchase the product or the factory, you can then sell it. So, you guys ready? Make sure you turn up your volume here. Turn it way up because I am got some news. I have gotten, shut that down for a second. This is our sell point for our milk and our cheese. I'm going to put some lights in. I went ahead and I put some fake car here. So with Pacific Northwest plates on it. It's pretty cool. And some signs. I even put in a handicap sticker for those of you who are handicapped. You can come buy some goat milk, or shall we say sheep milk. And in the defense of Gutterball, first of all, I got to also say, Gutterball, have fun. He officially left for vacation today. Bye, Gutterball. Have fun. Love you, brother. I will see you when you get back. I'm already jonesing for the guy. But you ready? Okay, now turn your volume up. This is exciting. I talked to Matt today in his stream, and I got his permission to give out the map name that is now in Giants for testing. Dun, dun, dun. We are ready. All we have to do is wait back, and in the amount of time and effort that these guys put in, it should pass the first time. But what I'm excited about is Matt and his team has gone up and above the details of this map. Every time I go, I have to leave the chat and go full screen on my PC so I can see the map, because I'm amazed. Wait till you guys see the detail work on the bridges and the lights and the things that Matt has absolutely put into this map. You know, from me to you, Matt, I meant every word that I said last night in the recording. You guys are it. You guys have it when it comes to map making. A lot of these big name map makers will put maps out, and because they have a name and they always get pushed through for Giants, and then I don't know how many recordings. You can go back and watch all of mine, Matt. I don't know how many recordings I've complained about. As soon as they drop a map, a day later they're putting an update out because there's issues. So they're putting a map out for us to test as consumers. I hate that. I hate that. You guys are doing it the right way. You're testing your map, and you're putting it out for us to enjoy. Like you said, I'm the same way. You and I are a lot alike. I don't do farm sim videos to make a profit. I do farm sim videos because I love Farming Simulator, and I love farming, and I love to teach farming. You make maps for people to enjoy, and that's from me to you, and I wanted to let you know that what I said and what I will say going forward, it was all from the heart, and I meant every word of it. Every single word of it. I don't speak unless I mean it. But anyways, so without further ado, drum roll, please. All right, the name of the map, everyone, is Blackwater Bottoms. Okay, get your little notepads out. Blackwater Bottoms. If you want to see some videos on the testing that these guys are doing, just put in Shanty Boys map or Fs22 Shanty Boys maps, or Fs22 Matt at Shanty Boys, or Fs22 Blackwater Bottoms. You can put all those searches in your YouTube, and they will have them, and Matt will have video after video. Brennan puts out streams, so make sure you guys are showing them. Sorry as I clear my throat in your ears. Kind of disgusting, but you guys know why I do it. I have all this dust on my pop filter because I live in an old farmhouse, and it collects it, so halfway through my recording, it's like, check out Brennan, check out Marty, check out JBot Gaming. JBot Gaming is Farmer Cop's moderator. So for those of you who know Farmer Cop, JBot Gaming has his own gaming channel, so make sure you give him a love, give Matt the love, give Vanessa the love, give Shanty Boys. Go check out their website. I will post a link in my show notes. Go check out their website because they have all their maps from FS19. I still go back and play it. But Blackwater Bottoms. Now, I'm not going to give you a synopsis of the map, even though Matt has given that on his stream. I'm not going to do it. I want to still surprise you guys the first time I drive around it. And that's it. So now that I've spent all this time talking and giving them the credit because they deserve it. Guys, I'm not lying. I pride myself on telling you guys the truth, and these guys are the real deal. They are absolutely the real deal. When they say they're testing, they're testing. When they say they're not testing, they're not testing. Now, T-Bone, apparently part of the Shanty Boys, has taken a hiatus from Farm Sim. He's got some personal issues. I'm not going to get into why. It's his business and his business alone, as I always tell you guys. When people leave Farm Sim for a while, let's leave them alone. Let's let them have their space. Let's let them have their things. Let's let them do their lives. We all have lives outside of Farm Sim. Trust me, my wife reminds me every day. Whew, a little lag there. Did you guys see that? Huh. I do get some lag spike, and I think it's the trees as well as... Oh, I fixed the harvester. I fixed it. I'll show you guys. Remember, I was talking on the last recording that I fixed the poly count was too high. Yes, Matt, I mod. I have... Well, not me personally, but me and my partner, WMR Modding, have 2 mods on in-game mod hub for Fs22. One is a pallet shelf, and the other one is a building. We both have them both on there, so I know what you go through. Trust me. Modding is not the same as map making, for sure. I do map make, but it's more like edits, as I explained before. Now, we decided this is a contract up here in... Oh, my controller's broken. Up here in field 13. But when I show you guys how much these guys are going to pay, we're doing this for money because we're running a little behind on equipment that I got to upgrade. Right here. Look at this one's going to pay $91,000. The harvesting one's going to pay $50,000. And then look at this one. This one's for Vanessa. I think I'm going to take this one just because I'm going to make her watch me harvest potatoes at 6 miles an hour. Now, granted, she'll probably turn off the recording in about 5 minutes because she hates potato farming at 6 miles an hour. So I'm going to make her watch it, and then I'm probably going to hire a worker just to she'll get pissed off at me, but that's okay. I know that she loves me, and I know the love is real. But yes, Vanessa, I agree 100% with you. Let me get this down here. I don't agree with... I'm going to use my wheel on this so I can talk a little bit better. I agree with you. I don't watch Clutch and those big guys because I don't understand why... There we go. I don't understand why they would be streaming so long unless they're doing it for the money and the money only. I agree with you 1,000,000% on that. When you were saying that in the coffee stream this morning, I was shaking my head, yes. Yes. I don't watch a lot of the big ones. Now, Daggerwin, he's pretty good. He stayed pretty true to himself. But DJ Goham and Clutch and those guys, are they good people? Absolutely. You guys know how my channel works. I don't bash anybody. I always support every YouTuber on the planet because I know how much hard work it is. It's a pain. So I give them the credit where credit is due. I'm sure with the amount of followers that they have, it's a full-time job. I can almost guarantee it. But they both have changed. And so I don't watch them. I tune in once in a while if he's on, somebody else's stream or whatever. But generally speaking, I kind of steer away from that sort of stuff. I made a promise to my wife a long time ago that if I got into this YouTube stuff, I would be true to who I am. Has it been easy? Absolutely not. There's times you want to scream. There's times when you spend hours and hours fixing videos or editing them and you get like 20 people watching and you think to yourself, what do I got to do? But let me point this out. Meeting me in the real world, meeting a guy like Gutterball has changed my life forever. He is a moderator on my channel for a reason, because he is quickly becoming my best friend. He's not my brother in real life, but we are so close that we might as well be brothers. He's changed my whole perspective on how I look at YouTube. I used to get stressed so much about this and about that, and my family members can tell when I'm having a bad day because I'll put out a subpar video. It'll be more like, it'll seem like I'm grumpy. It'll seem like and I've had videos like that. I'm not gonna lie. But Gutterball, meeting him has been a breath of fresh air for me. We're pushing a year now, and without him, let's see. Whoops, there we go. Let's get this out here. I would probably be giving up YouTube if it wasn't for Gutterball. And I'm not going to lie. Matt was asking, now this is going to cost me money, but I don't think, now you see I did that other end down there off camera. I don't think it's going to cost me as much money as I'm going to make. I mean, I'm going to make $51,000 from this. And I don't think it's going to cost me that much money in the long run. But to answer your question, Matt, you haven't heard Gutterball on camera because A, he's on vacation, and B, him and I only record on Saturdays. So for Monday's video, you will hear Gutterball's voice. You'll get to know him. I'll make sure he gives you a shout out. And he's really good about that stuff anyways. So I'm going to use, hey, Matt, does this sound familiar? You guys were using the same trucks, except you were using the flatbed. I'm using the dump truck. I got my volume turned down a little bit because you guys all know when I play off camera, I jam out to the music. So, woo. There. Get that filled. Shut this off. Jump back into the harvester. Let's dump all the grain on the ground. I'm not a particular fan of this sorghum. I'm not a big fan of it at all. But that's okay, because you can barely see where you've harvested. That's just in game. Never used it in real life. Never did anything. Had some issues today, as you guys know, as I was explaining to those guys on their stream. But after I watched about 5 minutes of their stream, my smile came back. Everything was happy. And, yeah, I lost another tire on my tractor, and it cost me $850 to fix it again. That's okay. It's done. You know, but Fury wasn't the nicest person to be around for about 2.5 hours today, because not all of us have $850 sitting around. Like I said, if it wasn't for my wife finagling our bills and getting things set up, I wouldn't have had the money either. You know, taxes are coming, Christmas is coming, but she knows how I feel about this tractor. But anyways, also wanted to take a few minutes and explain to Matt, because he talked my channel up and he explained to his viewers that I don't curse and I don't swear and I don't have profanity, and there's a reason why that. Do I do it in my own life? Absolutely. I swear like a drunken sailor. But the reason I stopped on my recording was about 2 years ago. Like I said, I've been doing YouTube for about 2.5 years. About 2 years, about 6 months after my YouTube channel, fledgling, I barely had maybe 25 subscribers at the time. Well, family members. And I had this lovely lady message me. Oh, you know why? We're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. I was trying to raise the header, but I don't got it. But anyway, so she messaged me, and she said, I don't know if you're aware of this, but my 6-year-old was copying what you were saying on one of my recordings. Needless to say, that recording has been deleted. And since that very moment, 2 years ago, I stopped cursing. Because am I a kid-friendly channel? For the most part, yes. And a lot of our family members in here are children. And the reason why I say that is because I've had many 9, 10, 11-year-olds try to befriend me on Steam, and I have to deny them because they're so young. But ever since that moment, Matt, is when I decided I wasn't going to do it on a recording anymore, because I don't want to be that guy. And I just made that decision, and I think that's what gravitated Gutterball to the channel. He likes the fact that we're real. We talk about other modders. We talk about other map makers, but we don't bash them. We give them support. If somebody's good, we give them credit. We're just a couple of old dudes that is playing Farm Sim for the sake of playing Farm Sim and having fun doing it. And I watched your little game of tag with Brennan at the end of the stream. You should see some of the stuff Gutterball and I do. I was on Wilhelmina Forest, and there was a ditch type thing, and I was jumping him. I was jumping over him with my tractor and my Trex. But yeah, so when I said what I said, I meant what I said, and I will stand behind what I said. You guys are it. You've got the, as they quote. Let me throw my fake quotation marks up in the air. You guys have the it factor. You guys have it. And what's nice is you're gonna be transcending the kind of work that you did on that bridge. Every time I watch that video and you go over that bridge is amazing. Every time I see the video, you've got a map there, Matt, that's probably gonna be a top 10 map. And I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be a top 10. You'll see that, you know how like YouTubers will make these lists of like the top 10, top 15 maps of Farm Sim. I'm pretty good about judging that stuff, and I think you're going to be probably top 10, if not top 5. I'm telling you, nobody puts in the amount of work that I've seen. And I'm not saying I can't do it. I can't bash too many people, but there's not many people out there that have put the level of work that you have put in your maps. Everyone, to extend that, knows how I feel about Dark Forest. Everyone knows how I felt about Upper Lake Farms. Oh, man, when we had our Viewer Choice Awards, our Family Member Choice Awards, where our family members, I was on Upper Lake Farm, and all of our family members were telling me in the comments what kind of equipment, and I would name their tractor after them. Like, I would say, like, this is John's tractor, or whatever their screen name was. And every time I got into it, I would say, let's go use John's tractor today. I would try to use every single person's vehicle or tractor at least once an episode so that they got to see their own tractors. And I'll tell you something. You want to talk about something that was magical. It was great. And that was back when I had my Sugar Beet computer. Now, Matt and Vanessa and Brennan, you guys are new, so you guys don't know my terminology, but my OGs do. My OGs, I call you guys OGs because you've been your original gangstas. You guys are original people in my family members. You, the first couple of them. So, okay, what happened with me is I started putting out videos, like I told you guys a while ago. It seems like yesterday, but it's been a while now. But when I first started putting out videos, I had the worst, and I mean the worst, potato PC. You know how they call, really bad, like, laptops and stuff, potatoes? This was so bad, I called it my Sugar Beet, because it was worse than a potato. And I would send my videos off to Mike Granger from G&G Modding, and he would edit them, and he would take care of them, and he'd look at them, and he'd do all what he had to do with them. And he was so nice, and he was so polite to me, and that's when I started learning the ins and outs of Farm Sim community. When I started reaching out, I was so eager and so willing to do anything I could to just be in the Farm Sim community. I loved this community from day one, and I just started talking to people, and I started talking. But Mike and Victor and Scooter's Workbench and Marty over there, they were so awesome. They said, okay, they were very polite about it. They said, listen, the videos aren't quite the great quality, but your storytelling ability and your ability to talk on camera is amazing, so why don't you be a storyteller for us? And I said, sweet. That was on Facebook. That was when I still had social media. That was before I absolutely can't stand Facebook or any kind of social media for that matter. And yes, Vanessa, I do have an email. And yes, I have my Steam. But I don't want it to turn into a social butterfly, so I kind of only let my... here we go. We'll stop in here in a second. We should be getting really close here as far as my truck being filled. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So they were very polite, and they're the ones that taught me what it meant to be in this community, respected in this community, respectful to other people. Oh, man, I'll tell you, some of their rules they had on Facebook was Vic a stickler about rules? Absolutely. But it was good, and he kept the page. They're still going strong. So if you guys do have Facebook, go check out G&G Modding Facebook. But I'm telling you right now, there's 3 questions to answer. Make sure you answer them, or Vic will not let you in, and I'm dead serious about that. He will not let you in. You have to answer questions. They're 3 very simple questions, and you have to have a profile pic. And my suggestion is don't put an actual, like, your picture on there. Just make up one. Which reminds me, Matt, you guys talked about your logo. My logo, my little bull, was made by a fellow YouTuber, Farmer Z. If you guys are fully aware. Like I said, the one thing that I absolutely love about Farm Sim is well, let me shut this down and get back in here. The amount of people that are willing to help each other without questions. It's just kind of like we do it. We do it because we love the game. We want to see people expand. And Farmer Z is a fairly new YouTuber also. Maybe a year now, maybe a year and a half he's been YouTubing. But he owns his own business outside of YouTube, so he's super busy in the summer. Super busy. But what an amazing dude. Absolutely great. So he reached out to me, and I didn't even have a logo. I was just whatever. I changed my channel name. For those of you who knew, at very, very beginning, my channel's name was Big Jim Farming. Okay, and I had I had pictures of my actual farm at home. Of the silos and things. That was my what do you call it there? My profile pic, I guess is what you call it. Yeah. And I decided one day, I said, no, I kind of want to take my name out of it and kind of use my son's nicknames, and so I changed it. Well, just about that time, Farmer Z reached out to me, and he says, oh, I was on one of his streams, and I'm also a moderator on his channel as well. He said to me, oh, Fury, you don't have a logo. And all of a sudden, I said, no, I'm not worried about it. I only had, Fury Machine Gaming. That was it. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, he messaged me on Steam. He said, do you have an email? And I said, yeah. So I sent him my personal email. And next thing you know, he's sending me pictures of logos that he's creating for me. So the bull and the red Fury Machine, all that is credit and courtesy of Famazi. One of my really good friends, one of my favorite YouTubers. Amazing guy. But yeah, that's what I found out, and like, I think we mentioned it one time on Multiplayer Friday, when we were all playing and we were recording and we were like kind of off camera getting set up. No, actually we set it on camera because Gutterball brought it up about the ability of Farm Sim to bring everybody from all over the world together. We had people on there from Australia, from Canada, from Ohio, from Wisconsin, and from New York. Oh my gosh, we had people from every walk of life playing on my multiplayer server. I had YouTubers joining me. Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. Like Farmer Z would, and then Farmer Z joined us a couple of times on a recording, and he would record the videos as well. So then he would message me and say, there's South Central Wisconsin. He's playing Farm Sim. What's up, South Central in the house? He said, hey Fury, can you do a flyover and then send me the video of it? And I said, why? He goes, because I recorded last night and I want to put it out. And I said, sweet. So I got real quick on Farm Sim and went back on the map and did a flyover for him and got him all set up, sent it to him. And he used it in his video. It was great. It was great. So that's what I love about the game, and I love about it. Look at these guys at Shanty Boys. I mean, they just met me a couple of days ago. They met Gutterball before they met me. But Triple D Honey has been a part of their family for a while. Seriously. So We got to stop here. I want to go check on our worker. He's still trucking along. Trucking along! Because what I got to do, guys, is I got to upgrade my plow. I had a 9-meter plow, and I need the big John Deere, even though I don't like John Deere. I got a big John Deere plow in my mods. And I can't stand that. Black Sheep Modding put out my favorite plow, the in-game one, the 6 or 9 meter plow. It's my favorite. I use it. But on this map, as you guys can see, it's crazy. All right, so he's going along. Let's double check on, see how he is. 64%, he's going along. But look at the little icons this guy did, or girl did. I don't know if it's a guy or girl that did this. Look at it. There's a dog, a bulldog, clear view. Look at that. I mean, just the icons over the contracts is amazing. So you don't see like those weird old guy pictures like you do in the regular Farm Sim game, like John Anderson or something. It's actually funny. And they all look like British dudes that have attitudes. So, yeah, I love it, love it, love it. Those guys gave me some love today, and you know, they watched my video, and Matt left a great comment. Vanessa left a great comment. Vanessa, I pinned Matt's comment, but I could pin. It won't let you pin two comments at once. So I pinned and highlighted his, and I'm going to look this afternoon and see if it'll let me highlight yours as well. But wonderful people. Wonderful people. Just make sure you check it out. But they'll get love more. Check out their streams. Join them in their streams. They had 28 people at one time. Wow, that's crazy. That's awesome, guys. At one point, they had like 28 people in their stream. And CBW, Chad, he's a real-life farmer. He was in their stream. He's always in their stream. And J-Bot was over there, and usually Gutterball joins us. So all of my family members, go over and check them out. Show them some love. Send us a subscription. Don't forget about Brennan. He's in there too. You got to make sure you subscribe to him too, because in my opinion, they're a package deal. So if you subscribe to one, subscribe to all of them, because when I give my certification for all of them, I mean it. So give them all. Brennan usually hosts them, but this morning they were just kind of doing it. doing it well. Did you guys know who sang it? Oh, ho, ho. Did you guys look it up? Did you Google it? It is a rapper by the name of LL Cool J. LL Cool, like early to mid 90s. Now, like I said, I don't follow rap per se, but my sons do. So that's how I learned it. I am generally a classic rock, and now as I'm getting older, a country, but more of a country rock, like Leonard Skinner type thing, like a southern rock type thing. That's what more or less I listen to. I don't generally listen to rap, but I do know a lot because my kids. I do know a lot. Now that turn that I did just down there was not very realistic, everyone. Oh, which reminds me. Okay, so I made a decision. Oh, I almost forgot. You know, I have all these show notes, and I always write them down on my phone, and I put them in front of me, and I always try to remember to go step by step of what I want to talk about and things. But as soon as you hit the record button, which reminds me, give me 1 second here. You're going to lose the game sound, but you're not going to lose me. Yes, we are. You guys know how it works. I always get paranoid about making sure the recording is being done. But anyway, so I got these show notes, and I got them all highlighted, like I said, of what I want to say and what I want to do. And as soon as I hit the hotkey to hit record, it goes out the window. Everything goes out the window, so I almost forgot. All right, so many of you guys, all of my family members that love the realistic series, I am going to be bringing. Give me 1 second. Let me bring up my phone again. Oh, I want to get it right. That's the only reason why I want to get it right. Blackwater Bottoms by Shanty Boys. I am going to be doing my realistic series on that. So, Matt, Vanessa, Brennan, Marty, you guys, Mouse2222. Oh, if you guys want a great YouTuber, check out Mouse2222. I think there's 4 2s after it. He single-handedly got me to play Wilhelmina Forest after watching his videos. he did probably the most, and I mean the most in-depth farm build I have ever seen on Farm Sim 19 on Wilhelmina Forest. I mean, and the worst part was his first couple videos, his first video, he did all this work. He spent like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 hours building this farm. And I'm not joking. And he lost the whole file and had to start over. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I would have lost my mind. I would have been up beside myself. And he rolled with the punches. He didn't even let it bother him. He just kind of started over. But you want to talk about a absolute epic map build. He had factories about. He had a port, and he had a factory, and had a storyline going with it. It was great. But he single-handedly got me to play Farm Sim. Not Farm Sim. Wilhelmina Forest. So, all right, we're only going to fit about 8. Where are we here? Oh yeah, I got to turn around. But anyway, so I've decided that I'm going to do my realistic series on their map. Okay? So for those of you who want it, Gutterball and I are going to bring back Yukon Valley for when we get done with Iowa Plains. Once we can get ourselves crazy out of debt. That is a series that is insane. I never thought in a million years, like, you guys always know. You guys know how I roll. I always use factories to make money. And there's certain factories that will seriously make money. Have I done the $10 million challenge? Probably more times than I ever want to admit. Oh, sorry. Sorry, driver. More times than I could admit, I've done that 10 million challenge, and I've paid it back. I did it 3 times on Western Wilds with Multiplayer Friday. Literally 3 times. And I did it twice on Maypole and paid it all back. But I'm always a factory guy. But where do I got to go with this? To sell everything on my farm. On my farm, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And we'll come back and empty them again. I got to go up here and hit the road. But anyways, I never thought in a million years how hard it would be to pay back a loan when you're basically just farming. We have gotten our factories up and running now. As you guys can see, I'm using my wheel and pedals. That's why the brake lights came on. I generally scoot forward so I can drive a little bit more. Generally speaking, when you're using the controller, you just let off the gas. I don't... But I'm hitting the brake now. See? Sometimes around the factories, I do get some lag on this map. I don't generally get it on any of the other map. I mean, once in a while, I'll get it. But this map is just occasionally... I think it's because, too, also, it's the first time for me driving that section. I've never been down in this section before. Brakes are spongy. Hello, farm. We're back. Look who's back. Back again. Oh, I just drove by the sell point. Yay. Fury's not the smartest crayon in the book. Whoop, there's another $1 in the jar, Gutterball. The poor guy, he made me start a jar. And because the biggest problem that I have in life is I'm so subconscious about the things that I do and not confident sometimes in the things that I do that I tend to bash myself, if you know what I mean. So every time that I put myself down, Gutterball makes me put $1 in a jar. He does. So I'm not allowed to. Now this should put us up quite a bit. It's a good sized chunk. It was 82,000. I like how this thing works. This is nice. All right. So harvesting 18% with 1 load. So it's going to take a while. All right. But that's all right. But look at, we'll have 150. And then we're going to have to, we'll have till November to get this in the ground. Also, what I've decided to is, let me bring up the map. Bring up the map. Bring up the map. I was going to combine these two and decided, nope, that would have been excruciating. So what I did is I've already got one strip of this plowed before I realized I needed a bigger plow. I'm going to keep 5 and 6 separate. I'm also, when I play the Shanty Boys map, what I've also decided is, other than the farm itself, I am going to keep the fields and the map in the way it is, because out of respect for them. We got to go all the way around because I don't like to drive too much. But that's going to be a realistic series. It's going to be an extended Let's Play. Sneak peek, everyone. Tomorrow is Saturday. So, well, you guys, when you watch this, will be Saturday. For me, it's tomorrow. I'm recording this at about, let me look at my watch, 10 minutes to 12 at night. You guys all know why I record so late at night. I've explained it 100 million times. But for those of you who are new and don't know it, I record and I will be streaming on Fridays and Saturdays starting soon. Gutterball and I have to find the right map, the right combination, everything that has to be, because it just has to feel right for him and I to have any kind of stream. Otherwise, the recordings we can fix and do what we need to, but the map has to feel right. No, I just slammed on the brakes. They're pretty good. Pretty good. But I record at night, and then I release it the following day. I don't do many edits. I definitely do not edit my voice in any way. I edit. The only thing I edit is lighting. Like, sometimes the shadows will flicker, because I have, on my PC, everything is cranked way up. 200 degree or 200 whatever it is, draw distance, shadows full, tracks full, everything full. He's making good time. And yes, Vanessa, I can't stand those articulated tractors. That's why I'm letting him do it. Because I'm not going to do it. I don't like them. They go crazy. But yeah, so my wife, she works in the insurance business. So we share a computer. And if I play during the day at all, I'm playing on my laptop still, but I'm not set up for recording. I told you guys that the other night. So for those of you who have me as friend on Steam, you'll see sometimes during the day, I primarily play 3 games. I play Truck Sim, I play Skyrim, I play Farm Sim, and I play City Skylines. Those are primarily the 4 games that I play. And I play Fallout 76 sometimes, but I have not picked that up in a long time. We had some issues with multiplayer on that one where it kind of jaded me. Kind of like, it was kind of rough. I'm not going to lie. But, so anyways, Matt, when your map drops and I get a hold of it from the Farm Sim website, or from the in-game mod hub, whenever I get it, I will make sure that is a realistic. So if you want to see or have any questions about how real farming works, you can shoot them in the comments. You can let me know. I know that you guys generally do fast farming. The harvesting you were doing tonight was awesome, to say the least, but not something that Fury does. I can't. It just, I don't know. But, all kidding aside, I do get it. I do get it. When you're on a 40-acre cornfield or 50-acre cornfield, it's real rough. Oh, you know what I should have done before I did that? I should have went and sold some more fertilizer. That's all right. So I got to get this harvested. And now I think I'm going to go the short way. Around I've already done 2 headlands, and I think that's plenty. So now I'm going to go the short way and start chipping away at this farm, or this field, so we can get it done. Because I wonder if these contracts work the same as Farm Sim 19 and 17, where when you completed the contract, you got a chance to keep the grain, sell it yourself. So I'm wondering if that's going to work. And yes, Russ, I did not raise the header. Like I told you guys, this is my... now, Russ, he's one of my OGs. He was one of my first, I'd say first 5 or 6 subscribers. Russ lives in New Zealand, and he's super busy. So he watches I record at, like I said, between 11 and 1. Sometimes Gutterball and I record till 3 or 4. Not gonna lie. It's so much fun. The whole house is sleeping here, and I'm yelling and hooting and hollering and screaming with him. Many a times my wife wants to just stab me in the eye with a fork because she's had enough of me yelling at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Not yelling per se yelling, but Gutterball and I get pretty animated as far as having fun. So, you know, what was I talking about? See, guys, don't ever get old. Your brain doesn't work like it used to. Oh, Russ. Poor guy. Sorry, Russ. Oh, poor guy. He lives in New Zealand, like I said, and he generally watches my videos first thing in the morning. But he's been so busy lately that he's delayed. A lot of times he just he can't watch them until like a week goes by, and then by then Fury's got out so many videos that he's so far behind that a lot of times he'll comment on a map that's a week old or something. But I have to understand that. He doesn't live. And he tried to get on multiplayer with us once, but his lag was so bad because he's in New Zealand and I'm in New York. And our server was Washington? Yeah, the dedicated server that we picked was Washington. So we would all get lag sometimes. Like if we had like a bunch of pallets and a bunch of bales, we'd all get lag. So that's why we kind of did away with the dedicated server. But CC was running our dedicated server. CC, a.k.a. Canadian Crushers. He's another one of my OG family members. He works at an electric company, and he does the big wires. Like that you see on the telephone wires and stuff. That's what he does. But he works at the warehouse. Not the warehouse, at the actual site where he makes them. And he does all that stuff. So, guy's, of course, super busy. And you guys all know about Wisconsin Farmer, South Central Wisconsin. I gave him a shout out earlier because it come up on the corner of my screen where he was playing. He's a real life farmer, just like Fury was. He's a real life farmer, and he comes on late at night to play because he's busy. Ask Chad from CBW. Ask him. He's always constantly doing something. Constantly. Difference is Wisconsin does cattle, and Chad does piggies. But Chad's just finished his soybean harvest, and he's starting corn. So if you guys get a chance, go check out his channel. So you know what we haven't done in a while? You know what we haven't done in a while? We have not done trivia in, for what seems like, forever. In the famous words of Squints Palminteri. Palminteri, you think it is? What movie is that from? Squints? He would say, forever. Forever. It's so hot out here, it's baking me like a toasted cheesers. This is one of my favorite movies, The Sandlot. I'm a huge movie buff. You guys know who's been around a while. You know. So anyways, let's do some trivia. You ready? Trivia. All right. So we're going to talk about Pacific Northwest map. What iteration of Farm Sim did Pacific Northwest come out with first? What iteration of Farm Sim did Pacific Northwest come out with first? What Farm Sim game? 13, 15, 17, 19, 22 did this Pacific Northwest come out? And I'll get my cough out of the way first. And go. A do 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 And your final answer. You guys are going to be surprised. So for those of you who want to know, that is the Jeopardy theme. I play it. I sing it every single time after a trivia, just so you guys know. And, oh, man, I'll tell you. Welcome, 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 all the new family members. Oh, guys. It's amazing, like I said, to get the boost in not subscribers, not family members, just the boost in mental issues as far as, I was getting a little burned out there for a while, and then I stumbled on these guys, Triple D Honey, who, according to Vanessa, doesn't know if he's a boy or girl. Sorry, Trip. Oh, love you, love you, love you. You know that. Just picking on you. But he's been a while. He's been around, and he's been sending me stuff on Steam about the map coming out because he knows how much of a Dark Forest fan I am. I've probably done 6 or 8 Let's Plays. It's one of those maps, okay, that you can just go back to. It kind of stays in my mod folder, and you just can come back to it. And their files are tiny. Like, Shanty Boys are notorious for putting out very, very compressed files. As far as very, very small files. Like, I think Dark Forest is like 25 megabytes or 28, maybe 70 at the latest, at the worst case scenario. I don't think it's very big at all. I know it takes me about 4 seconds to download the map. But it's one of those maps that is not a lot going on, but there's enough. It's a forestry map, but there's an animal dealer on it. There's a fuel station on it. There's a sawmill on it. But just to let you know, Matt, I preferred the 19 version better. I did. You moved the fuel station over, which was fine. And I do like what you did, though, with the sawmill, where you opened up that big placeable area. The sawmill in 19 was a little more condensed. You had to kind of drive through the major forest. I do like how you put the roads in for the to get the access to the sawmill and stuff. That makes it a little bit easier to get around. But for me, I liked in 19. I loved the ability to create my own and make my own roads and work your way to the sawmill. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. I love 22 as well. I've probably done 2 or 3 Let's Plays on it, just in Fs22 alone. It's the same playlist, but it's different plays. Like, I was doing a time-lapse there for a while. When I first started out, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do time-lapse or narrate. And then everybody and their brother was like, no, Fury, we want to listen to you. We don't want to watch you play. We can watch other people for that. So that's where we're going. But that is, everybody knows that. And like I said, and they did one other one, forestry. I forgot last episode, and I'm forgetting this episode. It was the one with the giant, like, it had giant rocks on it. It was a forestry map. And it was for 19. The sawmill was, I used to always, when I played that map, I would buy the far, far, far upper left-hand corner of the map, that part of that section, and so that I could clear out my own stuff, and I'd go right to the edge of the map. I'd clear it out, and then you always had to run your logs down, and you had to make, like, your own road. Oh, man, I can't, it escapes me now. But that'll be all right. I'll figure it out one of these days, and I'll give them a shout out. They've done some great work. But anyways, these last 2 videos have been more or less me explaining because we've had quite a bit of a jump in family members, and a lot of you are new, and a lot of you don't know me. So it's good every once in a while to come on and explain who you are and what you stand for and how you're doing your channel and why you're doing your channel that way. Just so everybody kind of keeps up to date. Many of you have heard it 100,000 times, but you guys should understand. Should. So we got about 25 minutes. But the next episode, everybody, I swear, we'll get back into talking about this, talking about farming and if you guys, like I said, Gutterball and I challenge you guys every episode to comment. The more you comment, the more that I know that you've watched the videos. It's cool because sometimes I'll put little snippets in to see how many people are paying attention and how far you've watched in the video. And what I mean by that is, like, I'll say, like, here we are, the last 20 minutes of the video or 15 minutes of the video, and I'll say something like, what field numbers are we doing the trivia on? You know, and if you've watched it this far, it's 13 and 9. Or what two fields are we doing the contracts on? Field 13 and 9. So sometimes I'll put that in there and I'll say, hey, leave it in the comment, and I'll know if you've watched it. There's only one guy that watches it at 2x speed, and that's Jonathan, and that's because he's got time restraints. He can't watch an hour video. And when I first started, I used to do 20-minute, 30-minute videos, and it's gradually gone up to an hour, and I've pretty much settled on an hour because all of our family members seem to enjoy the whole hour. Gutterball watches it while he's driving. He drives truck. Farmer Z puts it on his desk. This is the funniest thing. So he owns his own business, right? And so he puts it on his desk and he listens while he's doing his invoices and his paperwork. And he plays it and he just listens to Fury talk, which is great. If you're, you know, if you're a YouTuber or whatever, I'm not expecting you to watch me play the game. That's for our younger viewers and our newer people that want to see how stuff's done. What I'm expecting is that you listen, because that's what I get excited about. So, Jonathan, he's another OG. He's been around a while. He admitted to me right up front. He watches my videos at 2x speed, and if he sees something that he's not seen before or whatever, he stops and he listens to what I have to say about it, and then he moves on. I can't do anything but respect that, because at least he's honest. Because you guys all know that YouTubers, you know, we get judged on a lot of things. And views is one, and subs is another one. Family members is another one. And view duration, how long you're viewing. How many people out there have clicked through a video? I still do it. But YouTube dings you for that. Like if I watch a DJ Goham video or a Clutch video and I'm skipping through because I don't want to see 10 hours of a live stream, so I'm skipping through, that dings him for that, and that's just... It's not a bad thing. Like, they don't ding you, like they don't spank you or anything like that, but they do bring it up, and it is annoying sometimes. Like, and then they'll say like average view duration. Like right now we're putting out videos that are an hour long, and I'm getting about 33 to 34 minutes of watch time, which is extremely high for YouTube. That's really, really good for YouTube. To keep people engaged for 30 minutes is a long time. Myself included. So, as you guys know, I try to just have a lot of fun. My family members know when I'm having a bad day because they can tell. They can tell, and they call me out on it. And that's what I'm saying. Is like, that's why I call you guys family members, because you're family. That's what families do. Many, 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 if not all of us, if not some of us, we all have brothers and sisters and cousins and family members that we talk to. And how many of you just bust on your family members? That's the way we do it. That's the way. I like it. That's the way. Oh, I finally got Matt to smile. Woohoo! All right, let's give him a shout out and a salute. Ready, Matt? For you smiling on your recording, salute. That was awesome. That made my day, because I do YouTube videos to get people to smile, to get people to laugh, to get people to enjoy it. That's why I have such crazy intros, because I want you guys to know that I'm doing this not super serious. All right, we're going to stop him here, because I got to do my outro, because if I don't do my outro, Gutterball will shoot me. Literally, he knows where I live. He knows where I sleep. All right. So we made it to another end of another episode. Not sure if this is 3 or 4. I'm thinking it's 3. Don't quote me on that, because I may be wrong. But we made it to another episode, and I will finish the day off. get him to stop here. There. He doesn't got much left. How much has he got left? Let's check real quick before I say it. Okay. Oh, 80%. He's almost done. He's almost done. We're at 25, but as soon as we sell this, we're right there. See that field right over there? That's us. That's us, everybody. This is him. That's us. This is him. That's him. That's him. Oh. Anyways, let's go back over here. If I don't get you out of here, my video will be 2 hours long, and then I'm not streaming, I'm recording. That's a little different. So, ready? This is for Gutterball. So, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's family, because it shouldn't just be important to Fury, it's important to all of you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video, because I'm all over the place. Please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And on that note, I love you all, and I'm going to sprint a couple laps around my truck, and we're going to wrap this up. We went a little bit longer, guys, but it was worth it. We'll get back to talking about Pacific Northwest map next time. Make sure you answer the trivia. Make sure you check out Shanty Boys. And happy birthday, Marty, from Fury Machine Gaming to you. Happy birthday to you. Fury Machine Gaming loves you all. And I will see you back here. I think, well, today's Friday. And I don't have Gutterball tomorrow. Boo! So be sure to, I'll see you guys Monday. So, love you all. Later.